So the 5 things I wish my parents knew about autism. Oh, so 5 things. So 5 things. One of the things I wished my parents knew about autism was saying that I wish I could say it out loud, but I couldn't at the moment. It was more along the lines of I got so much to say, but I can't seem to say it out loud at the moment too. It's like believe me when I say this, when I like spend so much time trying to get the words out and all kind of stuff too, but instead I end up screaming and all kind of stuff too. It was hard. Just kind of like because I used to read before I was able to talk. So one of the things I wish my parents knew about me with the whole autism stuff is I got so much to say, I just couldn't get it out at the moment too. So I wish I could say it out loud, but I couldn't. So that was kind of tricky for that kind of reason too. Thank goodness I'm able to talk more about right now. Just because got so much to say, and it's so fun to just talk it out with just about anyone and all that kind of stuff too. So I'm glad. So I'm pretty glad that kind of happened from that. So number one is I got so much to say, I just can't figure out how to say it properly at the moment too. So that's number one. Number two is basically this. I want to be social. I want to have friends, and I want to be around other people. It's true. There's a little common thing that a lot of people with autism would rather keep to themselves, or try to avoid other people. That can be both true and not so true. The reason why is because for the part where people want to distance themselves and all that kind of stuff. One of the reasons why is because they're afraid they'll embarrass themselves, or they'll say the wrong things, or do the wrong things. So for when they're around people and all that kind of stuff. So that's why they try to hide and all that kind of thing too. I mean, take it from me. I was a big hiding person and all that kind of stuff because of those moments and all that kind of thing too. But it's despite me trying to hide from everyone, it's I just wanted to try to be more social and all that kind of stuff. It was tricky, but I'd probably say elementary school was very much easy because all the kids, they really want to do is just have fun, and I learned how to have fun based on those experiences in elementary school. One of the biggest lessons I've learned that I'll never forget is just the concept of having fun and all that kind of thing too. So that's number two about I really do want to be more social and be around other people because that's what I kind of want. I don't want to distance myself, even though I kind of end up doing so, but sometimes it's kind of hard. I guess you can say it's more not really instinct, but just more like it's a terrible habit of just trying to remove yourself from the situation, or remove yourself from other people, even when people are trying to say hi, and you just bolt out and run away. It was a bad habit back then, and I don't really do it as much anymore. But that's just one thing about just being more social that way too. It's true. I do want that social interaction, but sometimes it can be pretty tricky, and it's okay to just kind of reach out and all that kind of stuff. And that brings to number 3 of the what I want my parents to know is number 3 here is I really do want to reach out for help, and I had this other bad habit. Yeah, this would be video about bad habits, but this other bad habit I kind of had was refusing to ask for help. But in reality, actually, I kind of did want some help, so much to the point that I kind of ended up hurting all that kind of thing, hurting for myself and for other people, all because I did not ask for assistance, and that was a bad habit of mine, and I. And that's one thing that for number 3 is I want to ask for help, but I didn't really know how to do that properly. That is too properly for doing that kind of thing too. So I need some help, and even in elementary school I learned how to properly ask for help for that, for that concept too, even in intermediate school. And when I say intermediate school, it's grades 5 and 6. That's intermediate school for me too, just for clarification. So that's so yeah. I mean, number 3 is just all about asking that for help. And I wish to the point where it's like it looked like I wasn't asking for help, but in reality I was just pretty much begging for help too, and didn't really know how to properly say it, properly show it, properly show that I need some help on our concept too. So I would say so. And I kind of that kind of brings back all the way to number 2 when it comes to avoiding people because you're afraid to say something improper or incorrectly. And sometimes it's true that even today I always forget my words. But that also brings to number 4 of what I want my parents to know, is that despite all these embarrassing mistakes and embarrassing choices that I unintentionally do, I want my parents to know that I'm the person to not give up too easily, because I would probably say that for number 5 just for dramatic purposes, but for number 4 I want to say that I don't give up too easily, even into the points where it's like yes, it hurts. It always hurts when it comes to embarrassing choices, especially with the chocolate milk moment. If you don't know the chocolate milk moment, it's in population 1 too. See if you can find it. I'll give you the homework assignment for that when I say the chocolate milk incident. So happy reading. But moments like that, it hurts and it makes you feel miserable for a good 48 hours. And that's like 2 days now, kind of thing, of being so humiliated and feel like you just want to hide from the world. But it's one of those things where what am I trying to say? It's one of those things where I mentioned before too that you make so many embarrassing choices that there comes to a point where it probably doesn't hurt as much. Maybe it takes from 48 hours to 24 hours, and then maybe 12 hours, for the pain of feeling like a failure to kind of sell in, and then next moment you just want to move on and just keep trying and keep trying other things, because like I always say, for every keynote engagement is you will fail, and you will fail beautifully, and it's true. When you fail forward, because you can choose to stop or keep moving forward after your failures. And that's why I wanted my parents to know about this too. Is I don't give up too easily, and I just want to keep on trying. Even if it hurts so much. I would definitely say that there were many instances where things may got so out of control that I felt like giving up, and I did for a while, but there's always going to be a next day, and even a next week, and next month, next year, even for that concept too. So that's why you just gotta keep moving forward. You just fail forwards in that sort of area, and finally for number 5, I'm also even saving this for number 5, is what I want my parents to know about autism is that how should I word this properly? I want to get this right. Number 5 would definitely be don't worry about me. I can definitely handle myself independently. That's what I want my parents to know, because I've known for a lot of parents that for their children it can be so hard and difficult to let them go individually, and I can understand why too, because your children are precious, and it's just it has this feeling of what if something bad happens, or what if they couldn't what if it's too much for them, what if or if it's extremely difficult and they might start having a meltdown. Well, I'm here to say that there will be moments where things can be extra challenging. In fact, here, come close. Little known fact is that I actually had some assistance when I was going to a recent keynote event all by myself with no one else. So what I did was I went up to the counter lady and saying, "Hey, I want to check in. What do I do?" See, even when you're a grown adult, you can still ask for questions and assistance. So when it comes to being individual and living individually, it's okay to ask the questions and assistance to just about to anyone. And so that's the number 5. So that's the number 5 thing too. See, I know I saved number 5 for good dramatic purposes instead of just giving up part. I think it's important because living individually is a big change. It's a big move. It's big for the parents and for children as well. I do believe that a lot of people with autism, they really do want to have that individual lifestyle. They want to make their own decisions, and they want to take care of themselves. And it's one of those things where it's like the kids, they tell their kids, or excuse me, kids, they tell their parents saying, "Hey, I can do this. I can do this." And that's what I think kids would want to say to their parents, saying, "I can do this," and whether you have autism or otherwise too. So that's why I kind of say for number 5 is don't worry about me. I can definitely live independently. That actually rhymes. No, unintentionally. You're welcome. Yeah, that's what I would definitely say. That something I wish I could tell my parents. As a matter of fact, I think this could be my first time even mentioning that too. So if you're so mom and dad, if you're watching this too, so now I'm still saving up for my new apartment. So it's going to happen one day, but don't worry, I'll still give a ring. So those are the 5. So those are the 5 things I wish my parents knew about autism, going from childhood all the way to adulthood. And I'm sure I know that you probably have 5 things of your own that you want to tell your parents. Let's share. Feel free to talk about right down here. It's we can have a discussion about it too, because I know these things are pretty strong subjects, and sometimes whether you're ready to talk about with your parents or otherwise, we can start talking about right now. So I would definitely. So it's all up to you. You can start having those conversations and let's start talking about whether you can do it verbally or otherwise. I'll see you in the next video, and remember, there are no limitations, only adjustments. Good night, everyone.